Okay, so here I am again in my Sunday hat. Just came from church. I just thought I would show off the hat today. Why not, right? Okay, so this video is going to be, last week I talked about the disadvantages of being single and all that encountered financially, loneliness, survival, the lack of survival because you can't hardly make it because one person has to pay all the bills, etc. Okay, so I heard you. All right, so now today we're going to be talking about the advantages of living as a couple or married. This is living as a couple or partners or married. We're going to talk about the advantages of that. And we're going to see if it's some advantages to 100% or are they just once in a while or whatever. Let's get into it, okay? All right. So I have some notes here. I'm going to be looking down at my notes every now and then, okay? That okay? Okay. Love for each other lives at your house. It's activated 24/7 or every now and then. Okay, so you know how when you first get together as a couple or you're married, you're all in love and it seems like it never dies down. It's 24/7. It never stops. You think about each other, you look at each other in a loving way, and you're attracted to each other. It's just non-stop. It's beautiful, right? And then after a while, some of you get to the point where love is activated every now and then. Like sometimes you may love them still, and other times you may not love them. It comes and goes. That's when you know that there's a problem, okay? But nevertheless, it's still better to be as a couple. Okay. Hate is a constant because one of you have a need for the hated affair. Okay, so some couples get to the point where they maybe even hate each other or they dislike each other, but yet you stay together. Now, I wonder why you stay together even when the love is gone and it's replaced with hate. Could you let me know why is it that they stay together? I think if it was me, I would be uncomfortable with the hate part, and I think it would eat at me. But, if you hang in there long enough, you might can overcome the hate, right? These are things that I'm learning along the way, okay? All right, but you let me know. All right. The constant beauty that's long gone out of sight. It's replaced with my wife, my husband, my partner, my girl, my man. So when I say the beauty is long gone, okay, so maybe when you first got together with them, you always did yourself up. Maybe you had your makeup on, you got your hair done, you was in shape, you didn't have the belly hanging over, all of these things. So the beauty was there, right? But what happens when the beauty is gone? Is the love still there? Do you still think about them as your sweetheart, your lover? What do you think, huh? So once the beauty is gone, sometimes in a relationship, the words are replaced as, oh, that's my wife, that's my husband, that's my partner, that's my girl, that's my man. Okay? Beauty gone. What do you think? Where's your beauty? How you stand in your relationship? Let me know, right? Okay, let's go on. As a couple, someone is the boss of the other. You want to do something your mate says no and you say yes, but we know that there's a boss in every relationship. Somebody is overruling someone else, okay? And you already know when you have the discussion what the answer is going to be if you're talking to the boss, right? Now, the boss could be a man or a woman. It's just whoever is running the show over there, okay? You hear some guys say, oh, happy wife, happy life. Well, what they mean is just give in. That's the boss, and then you'll be happy. You won't have so much grief. Okay? Okay. At the end of the debate, does the boss win or do you win? Okay, and what happens if the boss wins? Well, if the boss wins, if the boss doesn't win, it's going to be hell to pay in that house. You might not get spoken to for days. You might not get dinner. Your back might get turned. Well, they may turn their back to you when it's time to say goodnight. When you want something, the answer is going to be automatically no. So that's what happens when you go against the boss. And the boss is going to show you who's the boss. Okay? Because the boss always wins. So if you want a happy life, I guess you might want to just figure out up front who's the boss and go with that program, and then everybody will be happy. You may not be 100% happy, but you'll be much more happier than if you go against the boss, okay? Okay. When you're happy, right? You know, you can make decisions together. You can go to family events together. Everything is just great when you're happy, okay? You go out to eat or you go on trips. Everything is just wonderful when the couple is happy. And if you didn't have that person as your partner or your couple or as a couple or a mate, you know, come on, who you going to dinner with? Who you going to go on the trip with? You know, all of those things will go out the window. You will not be happy, trust me. So marriage, staying as a couple is good, right? I like that idea. Okay. You can hold each other in times of needs. The good part of a couple is the commitment. Okay, and a commitment is not just in writing, although that's what a marriage does. It's a contract that it's a piece of paper that's signed by both of you, and then preacher says words over you, or the justice of the peace, and so it's a commitment, right? It's okay, he or she may be a couch potato, but they're yours. Okay? Alright, so you may look around years later, now all of a sudden, the person that you loved and married, or you loved and lived with, they now don't want to do anything. They're called a couch potato. They don't want to clean the house. They don't want to take care of the kids. They don't want to cook. They don't want to do anything. Maybe they just sit and watch TV, or maybe they smoke constantly, or maybe they are an alcoholic or worse. Okay? But you hang in there because they're yours, and you fell in love with that person a long time ago, and despite any of the flaws, you still have a commitment, a connection to that person, right? Okay. Are you married to a couch potato? what is your situation? Or do you know someone else who is married to a couch potato, or married to someone that's an alcoholic or on drugs? How do they cope with the situation? Okay, I always say, if you hang in there long enough, maybe the person will straighten up. You never know, right? So I think, you can't just throw in the towel on people. Sometimes you got to give it a chance, right? But if you see that the chance after chance after chance, they are not willing to straighten up, then maybe you have to make a decision to live without them, because if not, how do you survive with that situation? I know people who have actually hung in there with the situation where somebody was alcoholic, and they thought that maybe one day that they would straighten up, but it came to the end, and at the end they never straightened up, okay? Because they didn't feel the need to, because they felt they had everything they needed for themselves, which was a mate, a family, a house. They was all set. So you sometimes have to step in that situation and say, okay, is this union worth it for me? Is it doing anything for me? Am I happy? Right? So those are the things. The advantages are that you do know that person, okay, and you can remember good times and that sort of thing, and that keeps you going. But on the other hand, you may also become a sad person for your love mate, right? Okay, so I think I want to end on this segment, and we're going to pick it up on part 2. Okay? Alright, hit the like button if you're liking this. Okay, share the video and let me know, okay? Alright, we're going to do part 2. Bye-bye.